What up, folks? I'm Ultrazillatoys, and today I have a review of the SH Figuarts Ultraman Blazar Type 23 Special Tactical Armored Kaiju Earth GARON. That's alright, my zillions. My last Japanese import of the year. Well, Japanese import that came from Japan has arrived. It got here just a little while ago, honestly. So I am hauling ass to get this review done and dusted because I don't know if you noticed, but we are at the last 3 days of 2023, and my best of the year is coming up on January 1st, 2024. So, I gotta get in all the ones I'm thinking might have a chance. And why do I think this might have a chance? Because I've seen it in person. I saw it at NYCC. It looked incredible. But we'll see. We'll see if it could get on my best of the year list. I'll tell you right now, it's got to battle it out with the DX version that I really, really love for that spot. So we'll see how it goes. But this box is kind of basic, very basic SH Figuarts. I got mine at HLJ, and so can you, because it's still in stock at the time of this recording. And this recording is happening literally right before the review is supposed to go up tonight. So, do check in, link down below. But for now, without any further ado, let's get to this review. Real quick, Tamashi, don't love this concept of putting the directions on the inside of the box. I do appreciate trying to do something, a little more, earth-friendly, but I have to open up both sides to even, guess which side it's on. So, yeah, there you go. There's the directions on the inside of the box. And here's Earth GARON out of the package. And the first thing you notice about him when you do get him out is, what is that? I have no idea, and I'll be frank, I do not have the time to completely figure it out. I'm a big proponent of getting to know your figures very, very well before review, but there's nothing like outwardly that's making that noise. I thought it was these at first, but it's not. It's something on the inside. From what I could tell, something, some sort of loose plastic somewhere. I don't get it. So far, there's only one other review out that I've seen, and that person doesn't seem to have this problem, if it's a problem. Again, nothing outwardly, that would make that sound except these, and it doesn't appear to be that. Well, then again, I'm holding it and it's not making that sound, and now it's making that sound, so maybe it is these things. I don't know, but it's weird. Like, I feel like they could, but I don't know. It's a very strange thing, guys, and I've spent the last half hour trying to figure this out after that opening, but I have not been able to with any sort of concrete evidence. Okay, leave it up to Ultrazilla Jr. to figure this out, and I don't know how I didn't see it, but it's this floating piece right here underneath his arm that kind of forms the butterfly joint in a way. That's making the noise. It's on both sides, so that's why it's very prominent. Kind of annoying, but yeah, it's that piece that is shaking around. Whew. However, this guy looks pretty darn sweet, and that is for sure. It looks fantastic. Really, really, really nice. I love the DX, and for other reasons, gimmicks and stuff. But that piece was really great anyway. But yeah, having a piece that's fully painted like this and articulated is pretty awesome. So let's do that articulation first and foremost. The mouth opens pretty wide, which is great. You can pull out the jaw though, so do be careful. But yeah, the mouth opens pretty wide. See, there you go. It just kind of slides in. There's these two little metal things here. Die-cast content, and it slides in. Inside the mouth doesn't matter right now. The head moves like so. This thing moves around and kind of like snaps back into place, which is interesting. But the head moves, and then the neck moves, which is good. Then the upper body moves nicely, which is very good. And the waist has movement as well. It does warn you, do be careful not to rub off this silver paint in here. But it does move, so you get the waist and you get the upper body, which is fantastic. These little things are ball joints, so they do get out of your way. And you have a lot of nice movement in the shoulder, which is great. So very, very good. You get a bicep swivel. You have the double jointed elbow, which, you know, it works fine. You know, it's a little hindered by this upper armor piece, but it works. The wrists have little hinges on ball joints and stuff, so that's pretty good. There is a drop down joint, old school Ultra Act drop down joint. But you're still not getting that much range of motion out of it. But it is there. I mean, there's no doubt about it. It is there. You do have a swivel in here. You can move kicking that way and back. Again, the swivel there. And then you have a double jointed knee, which works fine. It's not like super deep, but it works. And then the foot like pivots a ton. Like, they even made this little floating piece, you know, responsive to that, which is great. Very, very nicely done. And these pistons move when you move them, so I love that. Oop, you could take them straight out if you move them too much. So there's that too. Don't do that. But, I mean, you get a lot of range of motion there. Did the toes move? I don't think the toes move. No. So, I thought it might have been those things as well. But it's not. That then the whole tail moves, which is nice. Get articulation there, and there. So a bunch. It's a little tail though, so, but you can articulate it. So I think the articulation is a very nice. Oh, I think this moves separately. Does it? No, it doesn't. And it's not this that's moving, by the way. But anyway. This guy moves pretty well, I think. It's very nice articulation. But taking a look at it in full, the proportions are really nice. I do like it. Again, we get a little tail. We get the pistons, which look fantastic. Everything looks fantastic here. There is no paint mess-ups that I can see. He's very muted color-wise comparatively to the DX version, which we will see. I guess this is kind of more show accurate. The more muted colors, but you still get some nice colors, and you get some colors that obviously the DX is lacking, and that's really good. But first up, the head looks amazing. I really love it. I love those whites. I love like the blues in there. Really nice. The eyes look fantastic. I love Earth Garon's eyes. They're so cartoony, and it just speaks to me. The inside of the mouth looks really good. You got that thing in there, which looks cool. And silver, we're going to add to that in a little bit. You got a little orange underneath there, which looks fantastic. Love it. I love the little orange over here and those little horns. You got silver in there. Looks really good. This thing is done in gray, which is nice. And now it's not. Oh, now, yeah, it's snapping back. Little, you know, communication thing here. Looks pretty good. And then the neck, you got like, you know, this gray, like kind of like foam almost, it looks like. I don't know, like some sort of like sealant. What's the word I'm looking for? Like the stuff that's in your walls. What's that called? It's you know, escaping me. Anyway, you got some dorsal fins here with some white on them that look really good. The back has a lot of things going on. You got all this gray. You got the darker gray over it, which looks good. In here, these little parts look very, very nice and silver. And you got this body thing again. Again, it looks amazing. It looks like a suit, which is cool. You got all the orange parts that look great. You got these little gratings there, you know, and then underneath the arms here on the sides, you got some more like rivet looking things, more of the armor. But the chest looks really, really nice. And then you got like some pink in here, which is definitely not on the DX, and that looks pretty good. You got this part here that we're going to see. There's an option part for the chest. So I love this gunmetal, which is very nice in here. And then you got the orange over that, and more silver in there. You got these silver rivets over here. Those are just sculpted in, and that's pretty cool. And again, you got that, like, you know, foam material, for lack of a better word there, which looks really cool. Then over here, you got more pink, but it's a different sort of pink, a little bit of muted. It's probably coming off orange, but it's definitely like a neon, which looks really good. You know, these bottom lines are a little muted orange, but they look good enough. Krajisi section looks pretty good, nicely painted. Again, got more of this material here. More rivets, just, you know, sculpted in, and then all of this looks fantastic. The white over the blues, the oranges, the knee pads look awesome. And then you go all the way down here, extra knee pad, you know, padding here. They're like kind of like almost like kick pads if you go up from here up. You know what I'm saying? They look pretty good. Legs look really, really nice. Again, these awesome rivets back here. Not rivets, pistons back here look awesome. And oh, this thing moves. That's cool. On his foot, that's movement there. But the foot looks real good. Bottom of the feet looks really nice. Very well done. I like the side angle here. Looking pretty good. And then the tail is really nice. You do have a little red at the end here, which is cool. And then the rest of the tail in the blues and oranges look real good with the gray underneath. So very, very nicely done. I like it a lot. It's really, really, really cool. This is what the, you know, tail looks like from above. And then like one of the first things here to look at is these all open up, which is incredible. So you got, if we could do it, get a nail in there. It's not easy. Let's see if I can do one of these. Yep, there you go. That one opens. And that one opens. So he's like firing out like missiles out of it. Even this little tiny one opens. Why can't I open this one? I don't know. The biggest one I cannot open. I feel that it can open, but I can't seem to flip it like the other ones. I don't know why. I can get my nail in there, but it doesn't seem to want to open for me. Anywho, it should open, and there's a little notch here to put your nail on, but it won't do it for me. For whatever reason, it won't do it for me. But all the rest open, and that's pretty good, and it looks pretty awesome. You know, nice little gimmick. I love that even the smallest one opens. Except the biggest one. Why? But overall, this guy looks real good. Like, really, really good. You know, shoulder pads, everything. All of it looks very, very nicely done. The arms, I didn't even talk about the arms, did I? They look real nice, too. The hands look real good. I really like the sculpt on the hands. Both sides look fantastic. Arms look good. Yeah. All the paint looks real nice. Very, very nicely done. It looks pretty fantastic. You know, on the neck, you got this grating here, so, you know, the actor could look out of. But, yeah, fantastic. Really, it's a beautiful little SHF, for sure. You know, it looks really, really nice. Nicely done. And for accessories, first up, we get some hands. We got some splayed open hands. We got some, like, creeping hands. We have some fist hands. And there you go. They all look real, real good. I probably prefer these, like, more open hands than the hands that come with it, which are very muted. Very normal. Let's get this hand in. Let's not break the peg. Come on. Oh, tough. But there you go. There's a hand. Let's hold it to that. But I like it. It looks good. There's a 2 on there. So yeah, I like that a lot. Then we get this piece here, which is a little piece for his chest. Can't remember what this is exactly. Some sort of weapon, I'm assuming. But you pull out this there, and you place it like so. And then you got this piece, you know, with that opened up and that sticking out. That's pretty cool. That works. Right, that works. Yeah, not bad. Oh boy, now this stuff scares me. We get this little package here with different eyes. You have like, we're just going to look at them and I'll show you what to do. We got some like sad looking eyes. We have some like orangish looking eyes, plain, I guess more like evil. Then some eyes where it looks dazed, and then some eyes that are like closed. And then you get this little piece that goes in the mouth, and we'll look at that first. Leave it to me to launch all those miniature little parts everywhere. But I found everything. So this, you stick right in the mouth here. Right into that hole. Hopefully. And goodbye. Okay, there we go. So now he's got a bigger blaster mouth. I like that, you know. I think it just is going to stay in there. It just looks better, in my opinion. That looks really cool. So now you got this out, that out, and there you have it. But to put in some eyes, you would pull up this, and you would lose the eyes that's in there already. Oh my gosh. But you would take the other eyes. Oh my god, I'm so scared. These things are so tiny, guys. Here's a little eye. Oh gosh. And yeah, how about I do it off camera? You would put him in there. And here we go. That was not fun. That's absolutely dreadful. That's worse than color timers. But it does look cool. It does produce a nice little result there. So I won't be going through all of them, but here is the like orange eyes that are like, you know, more evil looking. I do like that. I think that looks really, really cool. But I like his more cartooniness more, but man, that's pretty cool. That for a different look. That's pretty awesome. For your size comparisons, first up, here's Earth GARON with a bunch of figures you might have in your collection that are applicable to this guy. Well, you know, applicable to this genre. And here's Ultraman to go with him. I actually don't have Ultraman Blazar, but, you know, that's neither here nor there. Here it is against an Ultra Kaiju if you want to make him fight, which is pretty cool. I think the sizing is perfect. It is the same line. God should be having another SHF Kaiju coming in any moment now. We'll see if we could get it in by the end of the year, but here's these two for now. Because it's always being compared to Kiryu, here it is with the SH Monster Arts Kiryu, and they look pretty good. You can see, you know, they're from the same family. For sure. You know, this is the New York version of Kiryu. That's what we like to call them. But I think this is the comparison everybody kind of wants, and this is with the DX version. So you can see the DX is bigger. Usually is. He's a big dude, the DX, and the DX is really, really nice. And the DX has the advantage of having this stuff, which I had to buy, you know, extra with another Kaiju, but well worth it because it just made this guy so much better. And it looks like they're gonna release a whole other figure with this for the SHF, which I'm not gonna be getting. This one and done on this, because now I have one, you know, in both modes that I like, which is cool. So, you know, just to look at them further, like I said, you get more paint apps. The blue's a little different, more muted here, but, you know, it looks pretty good. You know, they both look really, really good. I think either way you go, you're getting a really, really cool figure. You know, obviously the back, you know, on these types of toys don't get painted. And here you got the full paint. You got more articulation here, but you got like all kinds of like cool gimmicks. Well, you know, lights and sounds on this one, which I can't remember how to do right now. I don't know. Oh, there we go. That's awesome. So I'm a sucker for that. So this guy is still very, very awesome, but this new one is pretty awesome in its own right. And my final thoughts, I think this turned out really, really nice. The DX Earth GARON has got a challenger for a spot on the best of the year, although, you know what, I really like that DX Earth GARON a lot still when I brought it in. But that's going to be a very tough one. We might have to be a little creative with that spot. But this is a fantastic figure, you know, this is awesome. The sculpt is fantastic, the articulation is really nice, the paint is perfect, there's like nothing out of place here. I'm glad we figured out what was rattling in here, because that was a little scary. I thought there was something broken. Leave it to Ultrazilla Jr. to find out, and I appreciate that, because it makes me feel a lot better. I really like the little gimmicks on this guy. I still can't get open this little piece here, but you know, everything else opens up, and I think that's really, really nice. I like the chest gimmick. I like this little mouthpiece. The eyes are a pain in the butt. They are very, very tiny, but you know, I like the way this one looks in particular, and I think I'm gonna leave it for a different look. This is the more berserker look of Earth GARON, and I think it looks real good. So it's nice to have a little bit of a difference. This is more of a serious figure. You know, my other one, the DX one, could be the more heroic one. So it is good to have both. I think that's excellent for representation of different versions of this mech. And there you go, guys. That's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts down below. And if you're new to the channel, why don't you go ahead and sub yourself for daily content. And let me help you diversify your collection with some cool mechs like the SHI Earth GARON. Till next time, peace out, peeps.